everybody. This is your favorite and only junior senior counselor, Miss Asbury, and I am bringing you a quick lesson on the form that you guys are going to be filling out today. This is a very important form. It's got at the top course review spring registration, and that is for the spring this year, 2018. So there's a few things that I'm going to go over with you. I'm sorry I can't be there in person, but want to first make sure you know what you're looking at and the goals of the process. So to start off with, the goal is to make sure that we have enough sections and that you guys are scheduled correctly into the classes that you want to attend in the spring semester and possibly even winter semester. And by doing this form, you're going to help me be able to create that so that hopefully there's going to be a seat available when you do online registration. Online registration is a new process for you guys this year, and it is starting up October the 16th. So we want to do all the legwork ahead of time, make sure that you guys have actual course names, section numbers, and the right courses so that it makes for a very smooth online registration. So that's one of the goals. The other goal is to identify any courses that may not be correct, either showing up on your degree audit or that I show that you have credit for. And that's going to help me clean up some of the processes that may have been missed. And then the last part is just knowing what electives you may want to take, since I don't always know what your goal is as far as what courses that count for electives. This will help solve that dilemma. So we're taking it as a semester by semester basis. On this form, again, it's just for spring. So the first thing I need you to do is, once all the forms have been passed out, they should have an individualized name and Fort Worth ISD number at the top. And then you're going to fill in your TCC ID number, and you're going to read the directions carefully. And I'm going to give you just a minute to read through those. Okay, some of you guys are seeing this video on Friday and some may be seeing it on Monday. The absolute latest that I need this information back is on Monday, September 25th. This form is just for your dual credit classes only, and it's only for scheduling purposes. So just because a course is listed on here does not mean that you will automatically be registered for it. Like I said, we're doing online registration, and you can see by number 3 it says you must check WebAdvisor and you must self-register, and we'll go through how that's going to look for you in a few weeks. And I'll come into the classrooms and we'll look at that a little bit later. Courses right now in WebAdvisor are posted so that you can see what's available. Those are not going to include our TABS specific courses, so the ones that are kind of cohorted together with just TABS students. Those should not be in there, but the other open to the general TCC population courses are going to be on there. So if you will, the next step after reading the directions is going to be to log onto your laptop and to look at number 2 where it says look at your TCC degree audit. If you haven't done this before, I'm going to try to walk you through with permission of a student. I've logged in, and so on the computer screen, it should say your Blackboard account. And from your Blackboard account, then you're going to log into WebAdvisor. Most of you guys should know how to do that. And when you click on Students, what you're going to look for is down here on the left where it says Find Classes and Build Schedule. You're going to select Find Sections. Oh, sorry, just kidding. That's how we're going to look at register for classes. You're actually going to do your degree audit on this side. We need to do that first under Student Record Services. So you'll click on Degree Audit, and then it's going to ask you what course you're trying to complete. Is it the Associates of Arts or is it Associates of Science? Associates of Arts will be the first one on the drop-down menu. Associates of Science, scroll down just a little bit, not a lot, and it's going to be located right there in between Associates of Science in Engineering and Associates of Science in Chemistry. So you'll select Associates of Science. We are going to do that one this year for this demonstration because it is the tougher of the two. So I'm going to select, you can select any catalog here. I'm going to do the 1718 one because it does have a little bit more flexibility on the electives where pre-calculus will count under electives for that. It takes just a second, and once it loads, what I want you to do is I want you to scroll down to where it starts saying Program Requirements. These are your core requirements. If you've not looked at this before, you're going to notice that it's going to have, hopefully you can see this, it's going to have the courses that you have already taken, the term you took it in, the grade, and how many credits you earned. What we're looking for here is this section right here in bold. You want to find the things that say complete. If you've completed them, you're done fulfilling those requirements. If you haven't completed them, it's going to say, like right here, it's going to say in progress. And so if you are enrolled in that class, so this particular student is enrolled in government, it's going to say over here in progress or IP. So anything that's in progress should be what you're scheduled for right now this fall. But anything like this second one right here where it says Government 2306, one course is needed, that you have not taken, which means you still need it. So that course you should be able to then find on your paper that I've written out that says that particular course for you. So if it doesn't, I need you to write in the notes section that you need to take that particular class if you're wanting to take it in the spring if you're a junior. If you're a senior, obviously you need to write it in under the add section, which is located just below right here. Any course of dual credit, again, only talking about dual credit, courses that you want to add. Going back up to your your degree audit, you're going to look at anything else that's missing. So everything should say complete, 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 complete. In progress for electives. What's needed? This student has 2 courses needed. We should make sure that those are going to fit based on these courses that are allowed. Again, this is the Associates of Science, which is much harder because you're only allowed electives in the science and math. And the sciences have to be taken levels 1 and levels 2 in order to count. If I'm doing the Associates of Arts, pretty much any dual credit elective would end up counting for the Associates of Arts degree. And so if I were going to select that, you can see the difference here. Give me just a second. And it'll load and show you based on that degree what you have left. So you need to know, first of all, what plan are you trying to accomplish? And based on that, it's going to tell you again what's complete, what's in progress, and what's still needed. For seniors, I need that course that's needed to match what's written on your form. I should have that already listed. If I don't, you need to put on there to add it. If I have it on there and you've already taken it, then that's a problem that you need to alert me to, because what that means is that you haven't, for whatever reason, got it put on your your Fort Worth ISD transcript. So like in this case, this student, it would match the courses that are needed on the audit. Make sure that they match. If they don't, you'll add them in. If there's something, like for this student, if they had taken Texas Government, but I didn't have evidence of them taking Texas Government from their Fort Worth ISD transcript, then that's what you're going to do next, is you're going to say drop Texas Government, add, if you want to add something, great. If you don't, you can leave it blank. And then off to the side right here, you can just put that you've already taken the class, and that alerts me to then get your TCC transcript and put it on the Fort Worth ISD one. Okay, so the things that we're looking for here is to make sure that the courses that are written here match what you need on your audit. I have not listed any course that I think you need to retake just to get a better grade. If it's on this list right here, that means from what I can see, looks like you still need it. So you want to check that carefully. I also put the periods that I have you scheduled for those things for second semester, or I'm anticipating you registering for those periods. And I did that so that if you were to add something, when you go to add, you're going to have to see when those courses are available. So I'm going to go back up to the computer screen. Okay, and from your home page, now this is your main page, this is where you're going to go under Find Sections and Build Schedule. Look at Find Sections. When you click on that, they have them as terms. So you have fall and spring. Weekend courses do not apply to you. Weekend college does not apply. E-learning does not apply. Dual credit sections do not apply. And Maymester, obviously, that's an option for you, but you'd need to specify in the notes section that you want to take it during Maymester, or likewise for Wintermester. So you'll also notice when you come to this, it tells you the priority registration, and it says day 1 is October 16th, 56 or more hours. You guys as tab students are going to be in that priority registration. So you're going to be able to register online the first day that it's open. So hopefully by the time we've identified the sections for you, you put it in and hopefully you are able to get all the classes that you need. That's why we're trying to get this done up front, and hopefully it'll be very, very smooth. So for spring, if it's just a normal spring, you click on the spring, you're going to select the course that you're looking for, and then the campus for Trinity River. And then from there, select the course, and then this is all the courses that are listed, and it's going to have TR as the campus, how many seats are open, what days it meets, and the times. So by putting the information on the paper for you as to what periods you already have dual credit scheduled, if you're trying to add something, you've got to make sure that this time frame that's listed is going to match an open period in your schedule. Keep in mind that all your non-dual credit courses, like your AP Bio or your Patho, those kinds of classes, are not going to change. They carry over automatically. So if you're currently in those courses that are high school courses, then the spring semester would be the same, unless it's just a one semester course, like Mr. Crawford's 7th period. Otherwise, those are all going to carry over. So that should tell you where the holes in your schedule for spring will be, and that's how you need to plan according if you're going to add something. So hopefully this tutorial has not been too confusing for you. I will be available to kind of go over some things with you, but they will be after the fact, because I've got to collect these forms no later than Monday, get the data turned into TCC by Wednesday morning. So we can definitely discuss it, but I want to give you some time, get your input, so it's not just based on my knowledge, because I may not have all the information. And then hopefully this will also identify any deficits or anything that's not on transcripts that's supposed to be, or on your audit that's supposed to be. So this concludes my video. I know it's long. I do need you to sign the bottom of this form, understanding that this document is for scheduling purposes only, and that you as a student are responsible to register in WebAdvisor. Again, we will have specific training on what that's going to look like a little bit later, and you know it is your responsibility to check your degree audit to make sure you're in the right classes. You have access to that. You got to own it. It's about you. So I want to make sure we are partnering in this together, like I've said from the beginning, and getting it right. All right. Well, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for your cooperation and your attention. I hope you have a good one. Talk to you later.